Well, next it's time for our Truth or Fake segment with Vedika Bahl. Today the topic is viral content claiming to show top secret images of an Antarctic expedition. What have you found so far, Vedika?
Yes, Rochelle, there have been some black and white photos circulating quite heavily online on numerous social platforms. This video on TikTok was particularly popular, and this user has created a compilation, if you will, of the pictures in question. So let's have a little closer look at that. Now, internet users believe that these photos in this compilation here are images from an expedition to the Antarctic by someone called Admiral Byrd. And also that these photos show us that they show us a lost and forgotten ancient civilization from the Antarctic. Now, like I said, I found claims like this circulating across many different platforms. We also found them on Twitter. This is just one example of someone that has, again, shared these images with that same claim. But I think the scale of this theory really, for me, was proved when I found the same images on YouTube, where someone has compiled them into what is only really can be explained as an explainer video to further push that theory of a lost Antarctic civilization. Now, we can see 45,000 views on this video particularly, so that just really shows us what we're looking at here with these claims.
So after seeing those photos then, Vedika, would you say that this is kind of really proof of a forgotten civilization?
Well, the first thing that caught my eye was the name Admiral Byrd. So I decided to have a little bit of a deeper dive into him particularly. This is him, and on this website, admiralbyrd.com, I found a little bit more out about him in particular. Now, according to this website, he was an American naval officer, aviator, and explorer. And between the years, 1929 to 1956, he conducted 5 expeditions to the Antarctic. And he was really integral to mapping Antarctica as we know it, but also advancing scientific research. Now, images of his expeditions are pretty well documented on the internet already. This is just one example from Ohio State University Library, but there was other websites like this. It's been very, very well documented. The photo album 1 of Expedition 1 and so forth. But when I was going through these pictures, I couldn't find any of them that were the same as the ones we saw before with those lost civilization claims. So I did a reverse image search, and through that, it led me to this blog post in the end. Now, this blog post, the user wanted to remain anonymous, but they had also shared these photos, and the only thing that I could see was the username Lost Books, and including a link to an ebook link with the name Mysterious Antarctica. Now, again, there was only the name Lost Books, but this time I could see AI publisher. So that was sort of a first hint for us there. When I clicked on that and did a bit more digging, I came across the name Tim Boucher. And on that website of this person, Tim Boucher, this is the About section from his website in particular. And in the About section, we can see hyper-realist AI artist and writer specializing in questionable alternative realities. Now, here at Truth or Fake, we actually reached out to Tim Boucher, and he was extremely transparent with us and told us that those images that we saw before were entirely generated through artificial intelligence. And he said that the reason that he did that was to share the dangers of misinformation online and how dangerous that could be if spread. So to answer your question, these photos weren't taken in the Antarctic, but they also weren't even taken in the 20th century.
So it'd be interesting to find out then, Vedika, how exactly you generate photos like this, of course using artificial intelligence.
Well, the artist told us that he created these images using this. This is DALL-E, and this is an AI system that creates images based on textual descriptions and keywords. And when we spoke to him, he explained it very clearly to us here, saying that using keywords for prompts, things as specific as top secret archival photo from 1950, scene elements he was trying to describe, like ruined temple, obelisks, and even instructions to include scientists dressed in parkas. That's how specific it was in creating those images through artificial intelligence. Now, he was extremely transparent when I looked further into those blog posts. There were always disclaimers of AI in the small print. He also told us some visual clues on how to spot inauthenticity. So let's take a closer look at the photos to begin with. Now, he mentioned to us that after generation through the AI software, there is a watermark that is created, so we can actually see that. He also mentioned the blurry, grainy quality of the photos, but also the fact that the faces are completely indiscernible. There's not really much that we can tell there. There's not really anything that gives us a clear shot, but also there's things that don't really match up to the timeline. You know, we've got a lost ancient civilization, but also things like these helmets, which are a little bit like not matching in terms of the chronology there. But overall, I feel like the depths of these online claims and this theory really proves the artist's point. Really proves the artist's point about alternative realities, but also the danger of the spread of misinformation, just like this.
Well, he's definitely making a clear point there with those AI generated photos from our Truth or Fake team. Vedika Bahl, thank you.